What's up, guys? Matt here with Legendary Seasoning. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how I do my ribs. Now, my ribs, you can do them in an electric smoker or you can do them in a regular smoker. Today I'm going to be firing up Big Bertha, aka my big wood burning smoker. Okay, so the first thing I do with my ribs, I just pulled these out of marinade. My marinade is 1 can of Dole pineapple juice, which usually I use a 1 can for 5 or 6 racks of ribs, so you can kind of just like cut that down to, let's say, 1/6 of a can. And then I use half a bottle of Worcestershire sauce on this one because I had some other stuff in with it. But typically I would use probably a 1/4 of a bottle of Worcestershire for 1 rack. First thing I do is I'm going to come in and trim all this back meat off right here. You can see it's already coming off. You really don't need this. And then what I do when I'm cooking ribs for somebody is I'll take this piece right here that has no rib bone until you get to here and just kind of trim this right here off. And then we're going to come over here. We're going to square up our ribs a little bit just to make them cook a little bit better. Now I'm going to take a little bit of the silver skin right here, put my knife right up underneath that. I don't want that. Just cut it off. Same right here. We're just going to come right underneath it. Just like that. Run our knife right down under it and cut that off. The rest of this looks pretty good. I don't see a whole lot of silver skin. Nice fatty ribs. These are pork spare ribs, by the way. Next, I'm going to do my ribs is I'm going to take some mustard, just cheap mustard. Go right over the back of them. Just like so. I'm going to rub that in. Just like that. I'm going to take some Legendary Sweet Honey. This is not the bottle it will come in when you order it. Right now, until we get our bottles in, it'll come in a bag. You can order it on Legendary Seasoning on Facebook, or comment on here and we can get together through Twitter, Facebook, some other way. Take that seasoning, give it a good coating. And I'm going to take and just pat it in. Now I'm going to flip my rack of ribs over. I'll take a paper towel, pat the top of them dry. Just like so. Once again, I'm going to take my mustard. Rub it in. Give her a nice amount of seasoning again. Now I'm going to pat that in, and I'm just going to let it dry. Well, not dry, but I'm going to let it sit and pull the moisture from the meat out. Okay, so you can see that my seasoning getting like wet. That's from the moisture in the meat. It's drawing that moisture out and it's making it stick to that seasoning. These are just about ready for the smoker. Got the smoker getting up to temp right now. I'm going to get it up to 275 degrees. And these are going to go in there for about 4 hours. I'll open it and I'll spray them with a little bit of pineapple juice at about the 2.5 hour mark. And then we're going to wrap them. And I'm going to show y'all how I do that when it is time. Okay, I'm going to be quick because it is starting to rain. But my ribs, I'm going to take, there they are. I'm going to take the ribs, throw them on this. I'm going to put just a little bit of just regular old Worcestershire sauce down, wrap them up real tight, and put them back in. Okay, so just pulled the ribs up. It's been about an hour and a half, 2 hours since I wrapped them. I don't really go by a temperature on my ribs. My camera lens is fogging over. I go by this. Like the back skin on the ribs is starting to deteriorate. That's when you know that you have a good rib. That's when you know that they're going to be like fall off the bone good. Okay, now that I've cut them up, there's only one thing left to do. I got a little sample rib over here. There's only one thing left to do, and that's taste. So, let's go ahead and just full send it. Little piece of cartilage. Oh my goodness. You really taste the smoke and the seasoning. You can taste that honey from the sweet honey seasoning. Oh my God, these are good. Just look at that smoke ring. And I mean, every one of them is going to have that smoke ring. No sauce needed. I could make some sauce up myself and put on them because I don't really use store-bought sauces. But these ribs right here don't need it.